Getting adjusted right now.
And here we go. Hello, folks. I'm Red Labor here, and I hope this day finds you incredibly well. My vacuum cleaner. Well, let me start off by saying that, the title's self-explanatory, but I will try to mention my own personal history without appearing egocentric. I started out as a labor and liberal type in the Democratic Party in the New Deal, Great Society, progressive tradition. I didn't leave the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party left me. I still embrace the New Deal, Great Society, progressive values. You could say that I'm Ronald Reagan in reverse. Ronald Reagan claims that he didn't leave the Democratic Party, but the Democratic Party left him, and unfortunately, to Ronald Reagan, the Democratic Party meant something that I could never embrace. His conservative politics that changed this country's consensus, unfortunately, for the worse. Every president since Reagan's been following it. George Bush the first, Bill Clinton, George Bush the second, and yes, even Barack Obama is following the Reagan consensus. I reject it. As a Democrat back in the 1990s, mid-1990s, I got fed up with this Bill Clinton Democratic Leadership Council, New Democrat, Blue Dog, conservative, corporate, centrist type of Democratic Party politics that existed. So I looked around, and you could say I political party shopped. Thought that the new party was going to be all exciting and everything, and all they are just junior Democrats that are for what is good and what is just. But what good is it when you end up endorsing half the time the kind of Democrats that caused the new party to form as a supposed political party in the first place? So I ended up in the Socialist Party USA for about a decade, and just to be in solidarity hoping for some kind of greater cooperation. I went and joined Democratic Socialists of America, and even though a lot of them were supporting Democrats, there are DSA members that support independent political action. Although I think that that DSA don't support it as much as I would like for them to support it, but I do have a genuine respect for DSA even to this day. As I left the Socialist Party USA due to Trotskyite groups entering the party, causing a lot of internal havoc. I became very bitter because a lot of the social democratic elements that were the majority of the party, I don't care what anybody says, they were the majority of the party. They may use the word democratic socialist instead of social democratic. Same damn thing. These people were driven out of the party in large measure. So I needed to find something to do politically. Well, I decided as 2006 and 2008 came along, to be a left-wing Democrat, hoping that Russ Feingold was going to run for president. He decided not to, and Dennis Kucinich, as he did in 2004, ran in 2008. And Dennis Kucinich, if one must support a Democrat, from my perspective, Dennis Kucinich is the Democrat to support. And so I was about ready to go and leaflet and do all kinds of campaign work for the Kucinich campaign, knowing full damn well that he's not going to get the nomination. But I figured Dennis Kucinich's voice needs to be heard. And of course, I've seen the so-called liberal media people, people like Wolf Blitzer, pretending and wishing Dennis Kucinich wasn't there in the 08 primaries. CNN debate. I knew that Barack Obama was going to be a sellout, so I went and voted for Ralph Nader in 2008. But I would remain a part-time Democrat at that point, thinking that, well, Obama doesn't excite me politically, but I figure get as much Democratic support for him as possible. So I voted for Ralph Nader in 2008 and voted Democrat for everything else, including the Blue Dogs, which I oppose. And seeing hope and change goes nowhere, and seeing a fucked up health care plan that appeases the insurance companies and was created by the Heritage Foundation as a concept, I figured Democrats, while the Republicans are just theocratic, crazy, right-wing militia nut jobs, and I don't mean individual Republicans, but the kind of Republicans I do see campaigning, the kind of Republicans that are the public face of the Republican Party, which is why I don't vote Republican. They're bad enough, but then you got spineless Democrats who are that corporate centrist mentality, not standing for anything, to campaign against. That's not a choice for somebody in my political perspective. I mean, I get a lot of hell from liberals and from Democratic Party partisans. They're like, oh, we need your support. We need people like you to help us. Well, people like me are the ones helping the Democrats get elected, and we get shit in return. The Democrats do not give a fuck about Occupy Wall Street, but the Republicans will flock over themselves to appease the Tea Party. And this is the fucked up mess that we're in. So you got a bullying right wing asshole movement called the Republican Party, and you got the school nerd that's a wimp that doesn't stand for anything called the Democrats. That's how I see the politics in this country, and I say bullshit to that. So where does someone like myself go? Well, there's not a Labor Party, and I'm sorry, folks. Some of you conservatives think liberalism and socialism are the same. They're not the same. There is a difference. Yeah, while the Democrats do occupy the center left, and people who may have social democratic values, like myself, have a tendency to vote Democrat, there is a difference between the U.S. Democratic Party and, let's say, the British Labour Party. Even though they are sellouts in their own way, they are officially a socialist party. The French Socialist Party, the German Social Democrats, the New Democratic Party of Canada, so on and so forth. Those political parties are affiliated in one way or another with the Socialist International. They're officially socialist parties. And those parties are internally democratic, and those countries did not turn into no fucking North Korea or what have you. Democratic socialism has been proven to work, and what's not working is casino capitalism, which is why a lot of countries like Greece are in crisis and everything. My answer in Greece is for the Pan-Hellenic Socialist movement to get their ass together and to be a socialist party once again. Same thing with the British Labour Party, and so forth and so on. So, what would someone like myself do, since there's not an existing bona fide social democratic movement in this country? And here I am. I do represent that social democratic movement that exists in Europe and even many third world countries. These Labour, Democratic Socialist, and Social Democratic parties. But I am an American version of this type of ideology. So, being that counterpart, I still, in spite of what happened in the SPUSA, Socialist Party USA, I still embrace the politics of Eugene Debs, Norman Thomas, Frank Zeidler, Michael Harrington, Victor Berger, A. Philip Randolph, Upton Sinclair, Walter Reuther, Carl Sandburg, so forth and so on. And so I guess I'll just have to take the advice of Jello Biafra, the former lead singer of the Dead Kennedys. And I, in 2013, decided to join the Green Wedge. I decided to join the Green Party. The Green Party is the closest thing to a viable social democratic party in this country. And so I made a decision lately, instead of being an independent social democrat, I decided to join the Green Party. I'll do what I can for the Green Party, but I'm a very busy person, so I have personal shit in my life that I have to take care of and everything. But I'll do what I can for the Greens, and I hope that the Green Party can build a bona fide progressive movement. And I just laugh at Democrats when they say, "Oh, the Green Party's just going to spoil shit." Sorry, Democrats, you guys are spoiled already. I mean, you let the Republicans bully you around. Can't be a part of that. Okay, I'm Red Labor. Please comment away. Have a great day. Actually, have a great weekend.